welcome everyone to a new episode. I am very excited for this episode as always. We got a new guest all the way from northern Sweden this time, not normal like down south like the Phase 6K. We got a new artist. He has changed his name a couple times, but he has now remained to stay with one name. May I please introduce Hatchetsaw? Hatchetsaw, do you mind coming in?
Yes. Hello. Top 10, top 5, top 8 John Cena moments. Hello, guys. Hello.
Yes. Hatchetsaw, where are your pants?
What?
How are you doing, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm chilling. I'm doing good.
Mm-hmm. You probably should, of course, introduce yourself, so people actually know who you
Yes.
are, for the people who don't know.
Yes. So, I am Hatchetsaw. I go by many names. I have multiple side projects, but mainly Hatchetsaw.
Mm-hmm.
I'm from the north of Sweden. I'm a producer, graphical artist, vocalist.
How long you been doing this, by the way, for? All of this?
Well, I would say like graphic art design. Graphic art design I've been doing for like, let's say like around like 2 years or so. Music, I've started actually taking music seriously for around 4 years, but I was started making music as a joke with
Mm-hmm.
my third cousin. Shout out to him.
Shout out.
When I was around like, when I was around like 10, 11. So I've been doing this for a while.
Yeah, I see. It's been a journey, you could say, We should probably ask one of the more main questions. So you go, as you said, you haven't had many aliases. Is that what you say? Yeah, many
Yes.
nicknames and names stuff like that. You've had names like Rejkrune and
Reich. Rejkrune is one of the that's how you pronounce it. Reich.
yeah, Rejkrune and Kill Crimson. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct.
What was the reason for the change of those names?
Okay, so Rejkrune is the OG. It is the beginning of my entire music career. Rejkrune is a name I've used since around late 2020, beginning of 2021.
Yeah.
Back when I made like a taco bomb type beats and like noise music and stuff like that. I used to make like tutorials and stuff like that, how to make different types of noise music. Sound like different types of like producers and stuff in the noise and like a trap metal area and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then after a career of quote unquote career of like I would say 2.5 years on Rejkrune, I decided to call the project quits for now because I actually still continue it as a fun side project to learn more about music, like sound design and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then in the summer of 2022, I started making Necrotrap under my first Necrotrap name, which was Rotting Mind.
Rotting Mind, yeah. All right.
Yes,
Yeah, I saw something about it. I was a little bit unsure if I would say it properly because it's like it's spelled differently, right? Like
Yes,
RTTING.
yeah, I just spelled that way because I just thought it looked better, even though the name's absolute complete maggot garbage.
Yeah.
And then after a while, I changed it to Kill Crimson because at the time I thought it sounded better. Then my SoundCloud got falsely taken down. And I decided, all of these names fucking suck absolute horsecock. So I was just like thinking of new names, and one of my friends, Heist, my old name was supposed to be #Guts,
Hatchet
but
Guts.
yes, but apparently at the time there was a already artist that existed called Needle Guts that I didn't know of. So me and him brainstormed for a bit, and then eventually we came up with the name Hatchetsaw, and I've just pretty much stuck with that name ever since.
Ah, fair point. It's like
Yes.
when it comes to so you would say in the terms of like so if there wasn't an artist named Needle Guts, which I do know who you're referring to, he's
Yes.
also like a necrotrap artist, if I remember right.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
If he did not have that alias, he would have been named Hatchet Guts now, you would say. Most likely.
I think I would have been called Hatchet Guts for a while, but I think eventually I would have changed it to something else.
Yeah, got you. And Rejkrune, right? That's I'm
Yes,
saying it
correct.
right, Rejkrune.
Correct.
That's a separate is that like a separate account, or is it like the same one that you go under now?
It's a second account where I make
Yeah, okay.
where I make predominantly different types of noise music. Name a noise genre, it's probably been made under that name, under that account and stuff.
If you would have to explain noise, like the noise genre, how would you explain it?
It pretty much is like my Peter, but no, like, it's pretty much just like it is a like trap inspired type of noise music, called distrocore, or if you want to be more broad, just trap noise in general.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I've made, as I said, a bunch of different types of noise genres, hailing from, well, yeah, like a noise trap to harsh noise wall, power electronics, even like fucking gore noise. I've made a lot of different genres, man.
Interesting topics. I'll give you that. Interesting
Yes,
genres. I'll say I never
yes,
in my
yeah,
expected like drills.
yeah, but like because my music taste is pretty interesting, as I would say
Yeah,
myself.
yeah.
I like to create, even if it's just for once. I just like to experiment with a lot of different genres, just like test them out and stuff.
Yeah, got you, got you. That's one of the
Yes,
main things I guessing people like artists would always do, though, of course, because it's just like
yes,
it's kind of tiring just doing the same shit, which I can
yeah,
understand.
yes, exactly. Because
Yeah.
as also just me as a person in general, if I do the same thing over and over again, I will eventually try to circumcise myself with a piece of plywood. So
Your music is now usually mostly posted on Spotify nowadays compared to you used to post on SoundCloud. What was the
yes.
reason for that change in the first place?
SoundCloud is a dead platform, and the people behind it just don't care about the platform. Because let me put it like this: if, let's say you have a company, do you
Yeah,
really care about the company when you're trying to fucking sell it?
I mean, fair point.
Yes, and that's the case with SoundCloud. It's a dying platform, and it breaks like the entire code and the actual website like breaks like once every other week or some stuff like that. It's not well optimized.
Yeah,
And the thing is, with SoundCloud, it's the best way to start your career, to grow a fan base.
that is
But
true.
if
That is
you
true.
actually want to like go beyond that and actually grow bigger and stuff like that, Spotify is the way to go, because SoundCloud only has, like, you can only go to a certain point before you eventually have to like branch out to different platforms and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah. I know I know what you're on about, but like, so you haven't fully abandoned. I know that for a fact. You recently posted one of your Spotify songs, right, onto
Yes.
your SoundCloud. Is it just to like have it there for people who actually still uses your like SoundCloud
Yes.
or?
Yeah. That is.
Got you,
Yes.
got you. Because like I mean that's the one thing which is like of course I guess it could be like an issue when you do make like music and you do abandon the platform. There's still always that one like segment or like that small part that still uses that other side that they want to change. So I'm guessing you just need to
Yeah.
like compensate, I guess, one way would you say?
Yes,
Or
exactly.
yeah,
Pretty much like my main focus is obviously Spotify and like Apple Music. You know, the main ones, the
yeah,
main
yeah,
ones. But as of now, I will post songs on SoundCloud as well for those people who actually still use it and whatnot.
yeah, yeah. But so like because like you do have like you have certain songs that I'm guessing will never come to Spotify. Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Due to
that's
like
right.
I'm guessing due to like either issues with the copyright or you're just not allowed or just don't want. I'm guessing too. It's just not worth it. I could say if that makes sense. You know.
Yeah, but the thing is, pretty much every single song that is on SoundCloud has been on my Spotify at one point or another.
Yeah, yeah.
However, I've taken pretty much all of them down due to it not. Mostly just me not liking them,
Mhm.
but also just it doesn't fit with the newer stuff I do, like in the
Yeah,
slightest.
yeah, yeah.
It's just not even close. Like it's way fucking way abroad. Like it's not like any way, shape, or form like connected to the music I make now
Yeah,
and
I
the
see what
music
you
I
mean.
want
I
to
see
make.
what you mean.
Yes.
I can see that one. I mean I've listened to like your older songs, like for example Buckshot Roulette, and well it's not exactly but it's definitely older than the ones you put on Spotify, and Smoked
Yes.
and Rolled, which was supposed to be called Rolled and Smoked. Is that right? Or is it?
No, it is supposed the song is called Smoked and Rolled,
Yeah.
but one of my friends, Rinsless, shout out my fucking brother Rinsless, he said it's rolled and smoked, right? And it's like, oh, well, I've already written the lyrics, recorded everything, so it's got to be smoked and rolled, and fuck you.
It's like screw it, it's already done.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like Rigor Mortis and Dead Dreams are definitely far more like well, definitely not necro trap compared to those songs. I'd say, especially like Buckshot Roulette. I would
Yes.
say they are definitely not necro trap. Well, and it's been said that you kind of quit the genre necro trap. Is that right?
Yes. Yes,
Mhm.
that is correct because I've made Necrotrap for the longest time, and like
Yeah.
I just got bored of the genre, and like the community's absolute fucking horseradish is absolute garbage.
Yeah, I've heard about that
Um,
one before.
yeah, it's just like let me put it like this: bad community. A lot of new people coming into it. You have absolutely negative fucking knowledge about music or anything like that. So everything you sounds a complete garbage. All people just trying to copy each other, no originality. It's just like all going down the drain. So it's just
Yeah,
like, now
yeah,
fuck this.
yeah.
And the music I'm making now is genres I've like pretty much always wanted to make, because that is pretty much the music I listen to on a regular basis. So
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, cause like the thing is, I realize, cause I from like other people I know that are, or at least was in the necrotrap genre, which I'm guessing you would know who I'm referring to. They also
Mhm.
said before that like it's not exactly the best community in terms of like friendliness and just
Mhm.
overall, it's
Yeah,
just not good. Like
yeah, it's
this,
not.
like the songs can be a little bit, some of them could go off, some of them can be a bop. I'd say that,
Hmm.
but overall, yeah, it is kind of like slop content. I would say in terms of
It
music
is.
sometimes.
It is.
Yeah.
A lot of shit. A lot of stuff I've heard with people actually trying to be serious. I think it's a shit post, and that says a lot about the quality.
You come back to the like the genre sometimes, is that right? Like you do sometimes like come to songs that are a little bit more similar to necrotrap. Like for example, the song Gutter, if I remember right, is somewhat more closer to necrotrap, I would say.
Um, well, it's not really necro rap. It's more like experimental, and like more like experimental, like melodic experimental
Yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
stuff like that. But whenever I do quote unquote come back to necro trap, most of it is just like old opens I'm just selling to people. Just get rid of, get off my computer, you know.
Yeah, yeah, just to like, earn a quick buck or two, I guess, too. Which
Exactly,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
It's hard being an artist sometimes. It doesn't exactly pay the bills always.
Yeah, but I have a job, so it helps with that as well.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Do you like you mentioned in the beginning of this interview that you had like other projects and other accounts. Do you mind telling
Yes.
me some about them?
Okay, so for example, it's the two main ones is Rejkrune, which is like noise trap and stuff like that, and then
Mm-hmm.
we have Hatchetsaw,
Yeah,
which is obviously my main focus, my main
of course,
music,
of course.
and then we have the countless of other side projects. If I do say the most notable ones, one of them would be Concrete Wings. It
Concrete
is
Wings,
my
yeah.
Concrete Wings, yes. It is my solo black metal band that I'm currently in the works of making. And then I'm also a part of Abyssal Portrait, which is another black metal band me and my friend from Denmark are making,
Mm-hmm.
along with another one called Gasengrief, which is a more of like a war metal project with the same guy as well. I am a black metalhead. I love
Yeah,
metal. I'm a
I mean,
metalhead.
every Scandinavian or Nordic person kind of likes metalhead.
Yeah,
Honestly, from personal
yeah,
experience, I agree on that one.
yeah. I have Ebola, so yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there any like future plans in terms of like your careers with all those like accounts, like even your main one like Hatchetsaw or Rejkrune? Like, is there anything you're planning to do with them?
Well, because like like music is like what I want to do with my life. It's like
Yeah.
it is what I love doing. I love making and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully, if the stars fucking align and the blue moon shines upon me, I will be able to take Hatchetsaw into the mainstream and actually make that my living.
That's what you're hoping for, yeah.
Rejkrune, yeah, Rejkrune is just something I do for fun.
Yeah, yeah.
Same with my black metal projects and all my other projects. Those are just for fun mostly.
Got you, got
Uh,
you.
yes, Hatchetsaw is the one that I'm mostly focusing on, and I'm taking incredibly serious.
Yeah, because that's like your main bread and butter, you could say in one way, because like
Exactly.
it's what you're known most for, I guessing, because it's the most popular one, of course. So your plan, would you would say, is like just getting into like a form of like a recognition in one way where like you can basically just like kind of live off in terms
Yes.
of like making just music, which
Yeah.
I do respect that because it sounds more like you're having more fun, working and making music and meeting new
Yes,
people
I
with.
am. Even though sometimes my work can be a bit abusive to myself because I don't allow myself to take breaks and shit like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to music and stuff like that. I do enjoy making it a lot. Regardless of genre, except for fucking necrotrap. I enjoy making music. I enjoy creating art, just in general. Both music-wise and graphic art design, all this stuff like that, logos, a lot of different shit.
Yeah. Speaking of like, your main Hatchetsaw, is there any projects that you want to talk about that you have in the works that you could, even share?
Yes, I do indeed. I have 2 different songs with the a trap metal OG, which is called LXXIV.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, and yes, I have another one with Gully Spit.
Gully Spit,
formerly known as Nasty. It's collab with people like Seven and stuff like that. If you know 7XVN. Yes. And then I do have another one, which is a collab with pretty much one of my main musical inspirations, which and one of my pretty much like my favorite hip hop artists of all time, which is kind of fun. Pezhead, which
I've heard a little bit about.
Yes, yes. I'm currently in the DMs with him and talking with him and such about making a collab as well. He's just busy and can't do it at the moment, but it is in the works.
So it's like it's been agreed upon, you would say, in one way.
Yes, exactly. I'm just waiting until he is available.
Got you. Are like all these songs like if you can? How about this? To not spoil everything. How about that song with Pezhead? Do you know what genre you would say would be to maybe like entice people?
Yes, it will be similar to the stuff that I don't know. I have no goddamn idea what the genre Pezhead makes is, but it's gonna be in the style of that, in the style of pretty much just Pezhead's music, because I love that stuff. Same with like Biv and Biv, if you know that. Yeah. Ever since I found him back in 2021. By one of my friends sharing his music to me, Shoutout Lava. Ever since then, I've just been pretty much in love with his music. Like the production, the production's absolutely outstanding. It's just a vibe. It's just all of it's just a fucking vibe. Incredibly fucking good. I recommend them.
Since we're mentioning, inspiration, your music, what is like your favorite line or lyric that you've ever written, in your opinion? Like it could be either because it's creative or funny or whatever. That's up to you.
Yes, there's a lot of lyrics I'm very much proud of. It depends on from genre to genre, because a lot of my lyrics and music are very, very more like in the melancholy and much more personal and sad. Because I make music as a sort of therapy for myself. That's why a lot of my songs are kind of depressing, I could say, and stuff like that, because a lot of my music is very personal, lyrics and all of that shit. But if we just talking pure rapping, because one of my main artist things about Hatchetsaw is my flannel, my red flannel. It's a staple of pretty much my entire brand, because it's incredibly popular up here in the north of Sweden. Red flannel.
The flannel shirt you're referring to? The red
yes,
one?
The red flannel shirt. It's very It's a very recognizable one. One of them that I wrote while I actually was in Canada visiting one of my friends and going into a professional music studio, which was fun. Which was referring to my flannel, which was along the lines of, red and black on my blood, red and black on my body like a blood-stained checkerboard.
I mean, it does. I can see why it kind of like reminds of the flannel, because of course the color does say. I find it a little bit funny that like you're known for your red flannel, however, you're not wearing one right now, which is kind of.
Well, yeah, I tried to find one. I didn't find one. Amnesia. But and if we're talking about more personal lyrics, there's a plethora of lyrics I could choose from. I have so fucking many. Pretty much a lot of the songs, a lot of the lyrics that I would say are some of my best written in personal wise is from songs like Ashes of My Past Self and Are You Proud of Yourself or Is It Still Not Enough for You?
Yeah.
Both of the songs of my album, Every Rose Has Her Thorns. A lot of self-loathing, self-hatred type of bars, because that is something I've struggled with like almost my entire life.
Yeah.
And writing it in such ways helps me, well, I hate saying the word, but helps me cope with it. So yeah, like as I said, music is therapy for me. So yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that's for a lot of artists nowadays, honestly. If there is, like, you make songs, you have people you collaborate with, you have people you are guaranteed to collaborate with, but
Yes.
if you could choose anyone that you haven't been able to collaborate with, and and you can, like, imagine this, you could collaborate with them no matter what, like, who would it be in your opinion? You've worked with like good popular amount of people, especially some people that are reminiscent of the previous, like, the collective named Spider Gang, is that right? Like 666,
Yes.
right?
But yeah, there's also, I forgot to mention, there's also a lot of artists within Spider Gang I would love to collaborate as well.
All right, come on, hit me with it. Come on.
Black.
Okay, Black, understandable.
Yes.
That one.
Yes. Black, and a person who's actually listened to my songs and actually liked them, funnily enough.
Oh,
Bro, main God.
bro, my God.
Yes, he's listened to some of my songs and actually likes them, which is funny.
That's
I've
I
tried
never knew
to.
that.
Yeah. It was like I just woke up one morning, I checked my notifications, and I saw like 3 of my fucking songs had liked by Bro, main God. It's like, what the fuck?
I'd be fucking shocked too, to be honest, unironically.
Yeah, like top 5 Melvin moments, bro. It's like fucking insane.
Yeah, no. I was like, I like Brahmin myself. When it comes to Spider Gang, it's Brahmin and the one most known one, Darky. It's
Yes,
when they did
dark one.
the small dark one. When they did God Hand USA, I was so excited to find out that Brahmin was one of the people who was involved in there. It's one of my
Yes.
favorite projects they've been doing recently. So I'm very like a little bit jealous, to be honest. You got to fucking have some sort of like contact with fucking one of the God Hand USA
Yes.
members. That's fucking insane, unironically. We're
Yes.
getting we're getting sidetracked. We're supposed to talk about you, not fucking Spider Gang. Sorry. Is there any song that you wish though that were like far more recognized that you made?
Yes.
wish-
Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself, or is it still not enough for you? I wish the song did better than it did, but like, oh well.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
I'm guessing because it means a lot more to you, right? Is that the thing?
Yes.
Yeah, it means a lot more than your. This sounds very Ruble, like your generic, like got me a wifey, which is more like just. I'm guessing more just put out there just for the sake of it. I'd say compared to
Yeah, like me, Pyro, and Scarlet would just like, do you want to make a song together? And I was like, okay, and we made that.
Yeah, fair point.
Yeah.
I like that song actually. That's probably one of my favorite ones from you. That one and fucking what's the one you did with Rinsless? Quite a bit. That's like a picture of you and him in a studio. I think it is. Gutter.
Yeah, Gutter.
That one I actually like a lot. I'll say that real quick. Interesting picture though. It's very crisp. I'll say that.
Yes, that's my editing style when I do like pictures and stuff like that. I like it very crisp.
Yeah. Is this the person
240p type beat.
Is this the person you flew to Canada to, or am I?
Yes, that is the person I met in Canada.
Oh.
Shoutout Rinsless is my fucking brother.
Yeah, so that's his studio, right? That's in the background.
No, that's not his studio. We went to a professional music studio we paid for and went over there with 2 other people as well. Mix and mastering engineer who's done stuff for like Baby Gucci and stuff like that. Big Baby Gucci, more mainstream people.
Yeah. So,
And Prod Plays, one of the most well-known people, producers in the underground that a lot of people look up to. We was in there making music. I was smoking hella blunts with fucking with Prod Plays in the background. He's going blunt after blunt. Shit was fucking funny. Shit was hilarious.
I can understand that getting high with your fucking friends. That sounds fucking great, actually.
Yeah, it was fucking amazing. I'm going back to Canada next year as well, so best believe I'm gonna get fucking blasted again. Let's fucking up.
You're thinking of making more songs when you're in Canada with Rinseless then?
Yes, definitely.
Oh, of course. I mean, understandable. Would you say it's one of your favorite ones to collab with, in your opinion?
Yes, because me and him are like he's like one of my absolute best friends.
Yeah,
and
gotcha.
like we make like we don't make as much as we used to because well he's in fucking college, so he
Yeah,
has stuff, and I have work, so it's just like we don't really have that much time. But when we do have time, we make a lot of shit together,
yeah.
a lot.
Busy people nowadays, you know, you guys are busy, both of
Yes,
you. Understand? I
yes,
get that.
yes,
It's called life in the end. You know what? I feel like Hatchetsaw that we are getting to the end. I just like to say, you know, first of
yes,
all, thank you so much for coming over here.
yes. Of course, of course.
I mean, first of all, I did not expect you actually want to do this. You were the one who came up eventually and just said, you know, if you want, you can
Yeah,
interview you, and I was like, fucking, why not? That sounds fucking
yeah.
great. As I said, you got me to listen more of your songs. I do not regret it actually. As I said,
Thank you.
enjoy Gutter and Got Me and
Yes.
Wifey. They're probably a little bit more known, but at least I didn't like the Necro Trap more than anything, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Yes, because if you like the necro trap, I'll teleport to your house and punch you in the face.
Understandable, understandable. I mean, I feel like we should just end off here, and I feel like you should first of all, you know, stand up and get off the chair, and
Yes.
you know, announce your socials, you know, so people know what to what to look you up. I am stuck
Where the
currently.
fuck's the camera?
I
Where's
don't
the
know.
camera?
I'm currently stuck. Sorry. All right.
Actually,
So you see the Walter White over there, yeah? The
yes, Walter White.
Just stare towards the Walter White, and of course, just say your socials. You know, just
Walter. Okay, so Hatchetsaw with two W's on Instagram, on SoundCloud, Spotify. No, what? Yeah, no, yeah, on SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, pretty much every single fucking major streaming platform. The fuck you shaking your head at, you monkey?
God damn it.
It's it's
It's being
Hatchetsaw
held
on
hostage. Don't
everything.
worry. Platforms.
I'm most active on Spotify and stuff like that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm pretty much active on Instagram every single day. I
Gotcha,
don't have
gotcha,
I
gotcha.
I don't have a life.
You want to also announce your like, you know, when to talk about your side projects, when to shout those out?
Check them out if you want to permanently damage your hearing. And I do not have a family, so yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
All I have to
Oh,
say. I will now
yeah.
go cry in the corner.
Oh, well, I guess he left the studio, and he's being molested by my local friend. Get the
No,
fuck.
no, no,
Oh
no,
my
no, no,
God.
no, not
Okay.
again, not again, not again. Fuck off.
Thank you guys for watching this episode. Huge shout out to Hatchetsaw for actually attending to the interview. It was pretty fun to interview him. I recommend his music a lot. Everything that is his is linked down in the description. Make sure to join the Discord channel to never miss out an episode, because we do host these videos live. So maybe you could be a part of the audience if you ever want to. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care.